Hey Mario Karters and friends and fans, welcome to our channel.
Tonight we've got a mashup episode. We're going to have a strat chat. We're going to have ranked ride along. We're going to have pipe polls. It's just, we're going to be all over the place. What do you, that's just what I'm planning on doing. What are you planning on doing?
I don't know.
I'm surprised that we're seeing your phone here because
I don't know what I'm going to do.
I wasn't aware that you were wanting to do anything tonight.
I don't think I'm going to do anything tonight.
Oh, okay.
But maybe. I just was too lazy to switch the screen. So I guess I'm going to do something tonight because my phone's hooked up.
Are you all done with your multiplayer?
Oh, nope.
Oh, nope.
Am I done with anything? Nope. I'm so far behind in ranked. I don't know what investments I'm going to make.
But you have a whole nother day.
I know.
You got one more day till the end of this tour.
But the real question is, did I put any effort into thinking what I want to talk about or what I want to discuss here tonight? No, I did not. But we're going to have a good old time because that's how we roll. I don't know. I feel like the game's a little slow right now. And I think it's just my perspective. So what I need is for all 5 people who are here to say hi in the chat.
Granted, Monday nights really aren't... I guess we haven't tested Monday nights. But I bet you a lot of people are getting this notification being like, huh?
What?
But they're slowly but surely coming in.
We're up to 8. I mean, we're doing good, guys.
We're almost in the double digits. Once we get double... Oh, no, we lost somebody.
Half the people are speaking Spanish.
That's French.
French, Spanish. Oh, yeah, those are both French. The first person. Anyways, all that to say, we're here. We're doing this. Frenzy Fanboy is kind of the one who's going to be... What is that face for? Leading the charge.
Jeeves was just on our TV like
you were
30 seconds ago. We were watching Kart Talk.
We were.
Jeeves was on Kart Talk. So I feel like we're just continuing the conversation. We were hanging out with him then, and we're hanging out with him now.
All that to say, I want to say that there's a lot going on, but it's mainly just because I've procrastinated. I am at the lowest I have ever been from a coin standpoint. I'm at the lowest I've ever been from a point standpoint. And that's saying something. So let's dive into it. What do you want to go over today? You have a bunch going on.
Yeah, so we got to do a little strat chat first.
Okay.
I need 6,500 coins to get the last ticket in my shop. I got 2 tickets today. I had enough coins for 1 ticket.
Yeah.
I need 6,500 coins for another ticket.
Cool. And
I gotta not be in 19th place anymore.
Okay.
And ranked.
Oh, I thought you were looking at mine. I just went from 19th to 13th in like the last 10 minutes because I was like, maybe I should play something before we go.
It's like, I don't think it works like that. Like, if you don't play anything and other people play, they don't like get worse scores. Like,
no, I actually erased a race between the time that we decided we were going to go live and did go live. So all that to say, okay, if you guys are here, let us know in the chat so we can say hey to everyone. We have 12 people live, 3 likes. So let's get those likes up a little bit. And we're going to give some people some shout outs. Do you want to go for it? You're like closer to the people.
Do the shout outs?
Yeah.
We got Marissa Savard. We got Token. Hey, Token. What's up, man? We got Sho Kamui. We got Gargamon. Jeeves. Poochie's a very good boy. Davey. And that's it.
And Jeeves.
I said Jeeves.
I wanted to say him twice. Okay, hold on. Davey, are you Davey Noodles?
Nope.
No, okay.
Nope, he's not Davey Noodles.
That's what I thought.
He's Davey Noodles' brother.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because their mother gave him the same first name.
So confused. Either way, I saw Davey Noodles on Kart Talk, and when my first thing was like, huh, I had him pegged so wrong.
Yep.
So anyways, it was good to put a face to Davey Noodles' face. Yep. To his name, rather.
A face to his face.
Guys.
So long, I've been waiting to put a face on his face.
And now he has a face. Okay, let's be serious.
Sho Kamui has noticed something about your account.
My account?
You missed a daily challenge day.
I don't even know when I did, but I'm sure I did. Yeah, I did.
Yeah, you did.
I think I missed 2. No, I've just missed 1.
Clowington!
Clowington!
Oops, caps.
Clowington, I love when you yell at me.
Clowington's like, Hi, Fuzzy Friends!
What's up? Okay. Cha-cha chubs.
Hey,
Yeah.
look at all of our fun people coming in now. We just had to give it like just a few minutes.
No, our crew's rolling in.
Yeah, Cha-Cha Chubs, Mr. and Mrs. Sugar Beans. I called Frenzy Fangirl that the other night.
We were out to eat.
We had a nice little juggle.
We were out to eat, and I went to give him
We were at a-
cheers, and he goes, "No, sugar beans, no."
No, Mrs. Sugar Beans.
No, Mrs. Sugar
We were at
Beans.
a really nice like Italian restaurant. We were even dressed up for it.
I was like, "Cheers," and he goes, "No, Mrs. Sugar Beans." Anywho, okay, what are you doing first? Entertain us.
All
Dance
right.
for me, monkey dance.
Strat chat first. So here's the dealio. Remember a couple episodes and I was like, ranked is gonna be so easy this next year. Nobody's gonna be playing. It's gonna be a cakewalk to get these last like 15 first place tier 99 things.
Negative Antonio, good friend.
Well, guess who gets to eat their words?
Mr. Sugar Beans.
Mr. Sugar Beans gets to eat his words. Because guess who Nintendo matched me up with? And get this. I'm still so superstitious about this silly game.
I know.
Because last week in Ranked, I was going to get, I got Gold Petey. And I didn't want, I had him at level 2 because I got him twice last year in Ranked in this tour. And I wanted to have the algorithm see that I still had him at level 2 because I knew he was going to be a double feature this week. So I didn't even open up first week's Ranked until after
It's true.
the week reset so that I would still have quote unquote a level 2 Gold PD. Did not work because
Nope.
Guess who IFR Luke is? He's not just like a 1 or 2 top 10er. He's like a multiple offender.
Multiple
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 top 10s.
I know that feeling. I've been there.
I don't even have that many top 100s.
I've been there. Do you remember when I had a person who had like 25 top 10s? And I was like, who is this crazy person? But here's the thing. Look at your... Hold on. Go back to your ranked. And then go to mine. See...
Oh, yeah, okay.
You can easily get second.
How do you know that, Frenzy Fangirl?
I just in the
What
heart,
calculations have you made?
My hearts of hearts.
You have no idea.
Bitey,
You have no idea.
my vibey spidey fingers.
You have no idea.
I'm so excited for you to break
You
it
have
down.
no idea.
Frenzy fanboy just
You
repeats
have
himself.
no idea. You have no idea.
Question for you. Do I have an idea?
You have no idea.
No, I have no idea.
You're
My
like-
loadouts suck
You're
this
like,
week.
it was... Right, that's what I'm saying.
Jeeves, do you have good loadouts this week? I'm sure you're
Of
crushing
course he
it.
does.
My loadouts suck. Like, second tour in a row, I'm using the coconut one. Ugh, I love that thing.
You're sending mixed signals again.
I do. I love it.
Oh, I love the coconut one.
Ugh.
Hurts
Guys,
so bad.
Blue Shy Guy Kart in the coconut one, he's teeny tiny. He's like, what is this? Mario Kart tour for ants? You know what I
Okay.
mean?
All right.
So tiny.
So let's see how easy ranked would be for me to get second with my current loadouts. Let's just go ahead and go through real quick. So we have the Peach Cup. Thank goodness that Peach gets bumped up here.
Oh, are we doing this
We
together?
got Moo Moo, and then we got this guy, right? I mean, hey, okay, it is what it is, okay? I filled out the Frenzy Fan calculator with...
What? What is this thing?
I filled out the Frenzy Fan calculator with my current loadouts, but then also what I'm anticipating and what we need to strat chat about, what my potential upgrades that I'm comfortable with doing, what improvement that would give me score-wise if I were to meet my like action count.
Meat or meat.
Match or exceed my action count projections.
Hashtag meat it, boy. Meat it.
That whole sentence? Meech. Hashtag Meech. Okay. So there's my first course. Second course.
Ooh, this is fun. Let's go.
So legit, my highest ranked driver, kart, and glider.
It's time for you to go on Petey. Petey.
It's gonna be so easy for you to get second, Christopher boy.
It's because you're going to go on Petey.
It's gonna be so easy. You could just cakewalk right into second place.
After you get Petey.
Okay, so level 4, 1, Hollow Waluigi. You know how long it's been since we've said Hollow Waluigi? About 2 years when we pulled for him. Maybe
Probably
3.
since last Halloween.
I don't even know if we mentioned him last Halloween.
You know what? But look at my loadouts. If you take Petey to level 7 or 8, you're pretty much right where I'm at. Because 4, 3, they both suck.
All right, all I'm saying is that you're like, you could just easily get second for
What level is your Petey at?
Level 3.
Level 3 is Petey.
Okay. And then this is like my only saving grace track, which will not get me enough points to get to cakewalk into second place.
Yeah, it's not a cakewalk for you. You're going to have to spend some of your hundreds of tickets.
So here's the thing. Zoom in here a little bit for our YouTube viewers that may be watching on mobile phones. So
You're 80.
the bottom, this bottom value is identical to this previously scored value. The previously scored value is my loadouts as is, what I just showed you.
Ouch.
Okay?
Ouch.
Oh, we're starting on the wrong course. Let's start with the first one. Okay.
Not as ouch, but still ouch.
Yeah. Okay. So 32-9. If I were to get 120 actions at 58 bonus points per action. Okay.
Wait, 120 actions? Is that what's expected?
Am I failing to meet your expectations, Frenzy Fangirl?
No, I think I got like 115 on this, and I was like, oh, I suck at this game. Because I haven't done the calculator yet. Oopsie. But maybe 115 is good. I don't know.
I mean, this is just with Peach.
Oh, yeah, mine was with Shy Guy Explorer.
Oh, yeah. So,
I should get more with him.
You would be gunning for the 150 action then.
Oh, yeah, so I still suck at this game. Cool. Check.
Check.
Checks out.
Math checks out. Okay. All right. So then the second race with level 4 and level 3 and 3. Kart and glider. Driver kart and glider would get me 25,200.
Ooh.
Yeah, no. Not fun. And then with oh yeah, I've got a me suit. It was the yellow me suit.
It's not just a me suit. It's Giant Banana me suit.
But this course is actually kind of hard with Giant Banana.
But it's also really hard with Coin Box.
True.
So.
True.
Because I've gotten Coin Box on this before. Several times. And you're flying and you're like, arr, arr. You're like trying to eat them up, but you can't.
Okay. All right. Back to the strat chat. Okay. So.
I'm sorry.
Then I have these top numbers, which we're going to go into here in a second. Include the 2 items. I only need 2 items that would upgrade to get me these values that are in the top cells here. Oops. So we can take a look here. That as is, if I were to meet my action counts, I would get 95,592.
Yeah, that's horrible.
And guess
Your
guess
level.
where that would get me at? 95,000 would get me in 12th place.
Okay. I don't have any sympathy for you.
No, all I'm saying is you started this whole conversation with, oh, you can easily get second.
Yep. Because look at your ticket stash. Like, the pure fact that you're tier 99 and haven't invested in Gold PD yet, like, bravo. Like, hands down, well played. But now is the time.
Just can't do it. Can't do it anymore. So yeah, let's take a look.
Now is the time.
Let's take a look at just at exactly kind of like what level. Let's talk about what level. So Gold PD, as we can see in your screen, is a double feature.
He's a double feature.
He is a double feature.
He is a double feature.
He's a double feature.
Double feature.
Okay. So over here in my fancy Bam and Gerbs
Fancy little notebook.
GBR.
It's like Blue's Clues.
What? What is Blue's Clues?
He's like, well, fancy. No, it's handy.
Is this?
Is it?
Do we got a generation gap going on here? What the heck is Blue's Clues? Is this a show?
It's a cartoon show.
It's a cartoon show.
You've never seen Blue's Clues?
Blue's Clues?
Oh, man. Oh, man. Granted, I was a nanny for many years, so it's not like I grew up on Blue's Clues.
Because
Blue's
you're
Clues-
22 right now?
Blue's Clues has been around for quite some time.
All right. Who in the chats has legitimately watched several episodes of Blue's Clues without having like a child that either belongs to them, a child that they own, or a child that they were tending? Without.
Mm-hmm.
You would watch Blue's Clues without a kid present?
Yeah, it was
in the
a
room?
solid, like, Nickelodeon show.
When you were 26?
No, it came out way before then.
I've never heard of this thing. Blue's Clues?
You are missing out on one of Nickelodeon's finest shows. It's educational.
Frenzy Fangirl, you are trying so hard to derail this. How far? We're almost 20 minutes into this thing.
He always says my handy dandy notebook, and the way that you said it was a very similar tone.
I didn't say notebook. I said Bam and Gerb's tracker, and you're like, your notebook? your classy, handsome notebook from Blue's Clues?
Okay.
What is this that you're talking about, Frenzy Fanboy? No, you just imagine that whole thing.
Guys, I'm sorry, but the whole chat's on my side here. You're the cray one.
Clowington, shame on you, Frenzy Fanboy.
Thanks, Clowington.
I guess I've just like aged myself out of my own community. I'm too old. I'm too old to have been exposed to Blue's Clues. Blue's Clues notebook from Nickelodeon.
I'm curious, is Sammy D on here? You and Sammy D are pretty much the same age. Sammy D, have you heard of Blue's Clues?
Bobcat, what's up, dude?
All right.
Fortunately for you, you have missed nothing.
Back to your handy dandy notebook.
To my handy dandy notebook. All right, so the whole handy dandy thing was I've got this cheat sheet, right?
Yeah.
We made a video on it at the beginning of this loop year that if you do it right, then you can see all of the courses that if it's true that all of last year's like year 4 courses are going to be in year 5.
Yeah.
Then we can see how many times that Gold PD or any other item is going to be used. So currently...
See, I was like a solid 9 years old.
What? Blue's Clues, 96 to 2006. Yeah, that was like high school. I was in high school.
I was still a baby. I was just a little baby. Just kidding, I wasn't a baby, but still, I wasn't in high school.
See, Davey's got my back. Davey's like, I have no clue what everyone's talking about. You and me are both too old. Too wise, you mean, Davey? We're too wise.
You can't say that while you're
for
playing
this shenanigans.
You can't say that while you're playing a cartoon racing game.
No, but this is classic.
Okay.
This is like jazz. Jazz never goes out of style.
It's
the
true.
80s music went out of style like 2 months after it was introduced.
Okay.
Jazz,
Yes.
sempiternal.
Because nobody's heard of Queen. So out of style. see a little silhouette of a man. Okay, back at you, Friends of Family.
Okay, so let's just see. Right now, with a level 3, 0, gold PD, which is right here, ba-doop, 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 I would use him on none of ranked courses, including these ones this week, right? So if we take him, let's say to, oh, we got this big long equation, just to, does that do it? Does that get me to 6?
It did get you to 6.
Nope.
Did not.
We got to do that. I kind of had a method to the madness for like what this equation was, but okay. So 6, and then let's just do like minus. Let's just take him to 6 too.
You're gonna see how many courses he gives you. Is that correct? At 6-2?
Yes, Frenzy Fan Girl. That is what I'm trying to calculate.
Okay. I'm with you now.
Okay. So at 6-2, I would only really use him on 2 courses. One in the Pipe Tour, and then one in the Halloween Tour. So he would replace Hollow Waluigi, essentially, right? But I would still use Gold Me Racing Suit on the Ghost Valley 2RT. But let's see. Oh, and he's my 20th best driver. You can see here, that 20 right there. He's my 20th best driver if we take him to 6-2. So now let's take him to... Let's see what happens if we take him to 7-2.
Bobcat's singing along with me right now. I'm digging it. Thunderbolts of lightning, very, very frightening me. Galileo.
Was Queen more of the 70s, though? I think Queen was more of a 70s feel. If we take a look at the actual 80s bands...
Frenzy Fanboy hates the 80s
Oh
music.
my gosh.
He hates it with a passion. I think he's correct. I personally like the 80s.
I want to argue that Queen was definitely more in their the peak of their existence, or their flow, if you will, in the 70s, not the 80s.
Okay.
They don't sound like 80s.
You're supposed to keep us on topic, though. I'm the one who's supposed
No,
to get
you
us
keep on
derailed.
trying to, like, knock the knees out from under me, and all I'm saying is, wait a minute, Queen actually doesn't belong to the 80s decade. It belongs to the 70s decade. And I don't really have a whole lot... I don't... No. No, Kamui. No, his big songs, like, when they were, like, big in the music scene, that was 70s. If it was the 80s, it was early 80s, because they don't sound anything like the trash 80s of, like, 82 on. I'm talking about, like, what was that one song that got stuck in my head that I tried so hard to get out that we've watched in so many... It's the... I would walk 500 miles.
And I would
Okay, now it's going to be in my head for the...
more.
Like, that 80s? Absolute garbage.
I love that song.
Absolute horrendous
Guys,
garbage.
don't unsubscribe to us because Frenzy Fanboy doesn't have taste. Just kidding. Okay, Bobcat's on your side. Just a little bit.
Yes, Bohemian Rhapsody, released 1975. Thank you. Not an 80s band. Queen is not... They don't have the stamp of disapproval of the 1980s.
Okay.
I have that song stuck in my head now.
It's your own
It's
fault.
going to be a long night.
I
know,
didn't even bring it up.
I know, but I just wanted to tell you, to show everyone what I'm talking about with the 80s bands.
Yeah.
Like, synthesizer, like, on crack cocaine, because you just didn't know how to use it, so they just did it everywhere, and it was horrible.
Chloe did said, I mean, we didn't come here for the Mario Kart at this point anyways.
And we still have another episode to do tomorrow. Okay, so Davey, Michael Jackson was big in the 80s, but he is like one of the exceptions. See, he started in the 70s, and I think he weathered the 80s very well.
Okay.
I don't think he succumbed to the numbing, the brain and numbingness that the 80s just vomited on our ears. Horrible, horrible music.
I was gonna bite my tongue and keep my mouth shut. Back to you, Friends of Fanboy and Petey
But if
Gold.
that's what we had to go through in order to be able to get the 90s, which was like a huge refresh and like sigh of relief.
And early 2000s.
And see, that's the thing. Like, there are a lot of bands and sounds from the 90s that have still, like, still gone strong 30 years later.
Cha Cha Chubs just said, just sip your Fresca beans. Oh, man. Got a headache all of a sudden. I laughed too hard. Okay. Let's talk about Petey.
Okay, so at 7-2, he bumps up to my 14th most valuable.
But why would you just take him to 72? Why aren't we taking him to 8 quad with your stash? Or at least 8-3.
Here's the thing. So 7-3? Look at what happens here. Look what happens here. Boom.
What happens here?
Look how many gold Petey's we got right here.
It's a lot of gold Petey's.
That's like the tipping point. So I at least have to go.
You have to at least go 7-3.
At least go 7-3.
But why not go 8? I mean, it's just your stinking ticket stash, Friends of Fanboy.
Well, see, here's the thing: is going to 8-3. Let's figure out. Okay, so right now I'm at like 129.
Mm-hmm.
If we were to take him to 8-3,
You just pissed Choke movie off. Just saying. I'm with you. Can't generalize an entire generation, entire decade.
so we go from 29,000 to 134, which is still 20,000 away from first.
Okay.
So I just don't see like why.
Wait, for what?
I get 5,000 more points and the exact same placement.
Well, that's if you keep your gliders and carts at the bad levels they're at.
Whoa! We've only talked about one item here. I'm gonna be upgrading a glider, but these gliders, it's already taken into account here, into the top one, 134.
Wait, so hold on. You're saying with upgrading to gold PD to what level?
8-3.
You get how many points?
134,000.
Which puts you in what place?
Second place, short 25,000.
I guess I misunderstood what you were saying. So what's the problem with that?
Why spend the tickets to go from 7 to 8? 8 more tickets to still get second place.
Oh.
Like,
Oh,
that doesn't make sense.
I get what you're saying. Okay, yep, that's fair. I get what you're saying.
It's
Sorry.
either 129 or 135,000, which puts me right smack dab in the middle.
I get what you're saying.
So why spend the resources
Yeah.
when I'm already, what we saw here, at 7-3, that's the tipping point when I use him on a bunch of courses. And then
I'm caught up now.
if we include like all the rest of the tracks except for the battle tracks, look at, I would use him on 22, and also he becomes my number 3 most valuable driver up here.
And you have no objective really to go for ACR this tour or anything like that. Okay, yeah, then I'm on board with you. My brain was just not comprehending what you were saying until it did.
Yeah. The only track that I wouldn't use him on is his level 8 unlock, which I have the normal PD at. Yeah. But look at how close they are. 134 to 135. Oh, but yeah. I have to get him to level 8 in order to be able to use him on that track.
You know, I'm down for this. So 7-3 it is. Because the goal is second place.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, so now, taking a look at the gliders.
Got it.
The Nabbit parachute is a double feature.
Okay.
Right now, I've got that Super Mario jumping glider.
Mm-hmm.
And then also that level 3, what is that? It's like the magic parasol or something. on Boo like RT. Mm-hmm. And so I'm thinking, so right now, if you take a look at this is why I like this tracker so much, is because not only does it tell you like what level, like the highest level item that you have, just like the math of it, it also shows you what that glider is.
Yeah.
And so here we've got 2 normal gliders, the very bottom one here.
Okay.
This one, the PD Piranha glider, and then the Minions glider.
Okay.
That are at like 8 maxed out, but still not worth that very much.
Okay.
And then we got 2 super gliders that it would. So like this is just like all around like really good for my account. So let's go ahead and, oh shoot, where did it go?
Level up. Level up. I was reading comments about 80s while you look for this. And Shokamui listed out a bunch of 80s songs. And Frenzy Fanboy hates a majority of them. A lot of them have been attached to recent commercials. And every time one is attached, he just throws a fit.
A hissy fit.
A Frenzy Fanboy fit. A classic Sugar Beans fit.
Okay. So if I take it to 7-3, look at how many Nabbit. I use him on 11 courses. I thought that there was a double in there. Okay, so it's actually just 10 because I didn't take him to level 8.
Okay.
But then look at how many. If we were to add in just like the normal ones here. Mm-hmm. Woo-wee. 24 courses.
24 courses.
23 courses that I have the potential to use him on. Look, only 2 gliders only 1 glider that actually outranks it. That's 7-3.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So you're going to 7-3 it.
So I'm going to 7-3 it.
Frenzy Fanboy's ticket stash is just next level ridiculous. So you can afford to do all this.
Yeah. So, should we do it?
Let's do it.
Should we do it?
Party. While you start to party, Clownington says, not to completely derail this great conversation about 80s music, have you guys thought about playing the new Super Mario Bros. Wonder game for Switch?
No. I still haven't beaten Breath of the Wild. I really want to get Tears of the Kingdom, which I also have a story about that I haven't told you yet.
I'm excited to hear the story.
But, oops. We got to get to playing, or else the end of Ranked is going to happen before I even play anything.
Well, tomorrow is when Ranked ends.
I know, that at the rate that we're going.
Okay. I thought all of a sudden you were trying to tell me it ended tonight, and I was like, no, Friend of Fanboy.
All right, so the time has come. Gold PD. I now no longer have... I can't hold anything against
Can
you.
we please see your ticket stash first?
Okay.
Because your ticket stash, like, I'm just curious where you're at. I'm low on drivers. You have 94 drivers. This is what I'm talking about. Your whole... I have bad loadouts. It's because you haven't spent any tickets on these things, and I'm excited for you too.
Yeah.
94 driver tickets.
Let's do it. But first, we have to uncap.
Okay.
Because that's just how we do. We triple uncap.
Okay.
With low levels. All right, so what songs are so great that came out of the 80s?
Your favorite Dr. Pepper commercial song?
What's that?
I want it all. You like that one.
No. What else?
You want me to read them all to you?
Sure.
Shokamui said Radio Gaga. One Vision. Another One Bites the Dust. Prices of the Universe. Who Wants to Live Forever? I Want It All. And A Kind of Magic.
Yeah, thank goodness 3/4 of those aren't like ringing any bells or making any tunes go through my head.
As soon as you heard them, you'd know them.
Yeah, and I would immediately scream really loud so I wouldn't be able to hear them anymore and run out of the room.
That's what he does when commercials come on that he doesn't like.
Shut
Shut it off! Shut it off! It's going to be stuck in my head for the rest of my life.
And then I get in a bad mood when I get 80 songs stuck in my head.
He really does.
I get in a bad mood. My temper, super short. I do not like it when junk songs infest my brain.
Shoei Kamui said, it's just hard to get sugar beans to take off the sassy pantaloons. Pantalones. Oh, man. Okay, so Clowington loves the new Mario one. That's cool.
Really?
Bobcat says you should 8-3 it. I did it. It's on DK Mountain first week in Animal Tour.
Yeah, and I'll use it at 7-3.
Okay. Clowington thinks that your ticket stash is a top 10 run ticket stash. Not if he doesn't have Petey Gold up there.
No, friends. Top 10 is a thing of the past.
For you.
Let's not talk about that anymore.
It's never been a thing of my past or my future. War Dog is calling you a hoarder. And then, yeah, Shokamui, he just doesn't like you too. He doesn't.
Oh, I thought you meant like Y-O-U.
Oh, no,
T-O-O.
he likes you.
He doesn't like you either.
No, he likes you. He just doesn't like you too.
What does Shokamui and 80s decades music have in common? Frenzy Fanboy hates them all.
He doesn't hate you. He just doesn't like the band U2.
I don't hate you.
Yep. Don't Stop Believin'. Do you like that song?
No.
I like that song.
Who even sung that? Is that like AC/DC?
I love Cha Cha Chubbs. She says, have a little sippy beans.
Okay, so now we're at
She gets me.
3-3. Gotta love that. And now we're taking them, look at this, we're taking them up to 7-3.
Here we go.
The day has finally come. Happy
Petey.
Halloween, Petey.
Petey, Friends of Fanboys neglected you.
Mm-hmm.
He's put you in the Petey doghouse.
Mm-hmm.
But now he's welcoming you inside.
Mm-hmm. Why don't you come on in and have some hot chocolate, go, Petey?
You were so excited.
Oh, boy.
You, like, mocked me for it.
Oh, boy. Did I mock you?
A little bit. In the nicest way ever.
I don't think mock is the right verb.
I was on meetings all day, and so when I came out of the office...
Oh, no, I was mocking Summer.
You were mocking
Not
Summer.
you.
That's true. That's true. Sometimes the tone can
I
be
said,
confused.
Summer.
I don't think you said Summer.
I did.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay. What I heard was, ha ha! I had hot chocolate! And I was like, cool, dude. I hope you liked it.
Eat it, Summer. Which is not Frenzy Fangirl's first name.
Nope. Anyway.
Oh, yeah. That's what we were talking about the other day. Why girls' names can be Autumn and Summer, but why is nobody naming their kids Winter or Spring? And then that got us onto the conversation of, well, are there other words for winter and spring? Because fall and autumn are synonymous.
Some people name their children Blossom. That's kind of a spring thing.
Yeah, kind of, but I don't know. I don't really think, like, oh, that's spring, per se.
We don't have kids, so we have the most random conversations. Thanks for being a part of them for the past 3 years.
So how many people are using
Plowington said I work at an elementary school, and there are 3 winters.
Shut up! What?
I'm telling you.
People are naming their kids Winter these days?
Yeah.
Winter? Winter is coming. What? I wonder if they were like Game of Thrones fans and were like, this will be hilarious during their whole life. Every time that they're like coming down the street or coming over, everybody's gonna be able to quote Game of Thrones.
Shogun says you must not have experienced hippies much. Which is true.
How would I have experienced hippies?
I mean, you know my brother. His girlfriend's name's Aspen.
Wait, so I thought we were talking about like 1970s hippies and like 60s hippies.
Just general hippies who name their kids names of flowers and seasons and lunar eclipses.
I guess the Venn diagram of Frenzy Fanboy and hippies doesn't quite intersect.
The only link is between like me and he has access to my hippie world.
I guess.
Cha-Cha Chub says, I know a kid named Peculiar. Well, isn't that peculiar?
Oh no. So like, what's their nickname? Like Peck?
I hope not.
That's weird.
Maybe just liar.
Liar!
Liar! We need you.
I don't think so.
Shokamui met a cherry strawberry. Her mom was Peaches Strawberry. Legitimately legal names.
I love it. Humans are so interesting. Let me tell you.
My best friend, she didn't like her last name, so it was like this must have been like 14 years ago.
Granted, okay. You tell the story, and then I'm gonna interject my viewpoint on their whole thing.
14 years ago, they had their own personal reason, but they didn't like their last name. So she and I and her husband sat down and came up with like 4 really fun names, and then they took it to last names, and they took it to a Facebook poll. And one out.
Because what else? How else do you settle life's most deep questions, but through a Facebook poll?
These are the people I associate with.
The choices, the important choices that one must make in life.
They took it to a Facebook poll, and one won, and that has been her legal name ever since. And it's her kids. She has 4 kids now. It's their last name, and it is a very silly last name. These are the people I associate with.
Okay, so now the thing I'm gonna interject is, I think that was definitely like pioneered by her husband, who kind of has a few screws loose. Let's be honest.
Ex-husband,
yes.
Yes, but she
Very
kept the last
important
name.
point.
She kept the last name. He changed his last name to something
Once
brand
again,
new.
yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Is like, yeah, at the time it was kind of cool, but I'd love to be a fly on the wall to actually find out if it was her idea that originated this or his. It had to have been his, because they took his name and he wasn't very fond of his parents. And he continues to change his name on a whim whenever he wants. Anyway. Dan Ted. Shout out to Dan Ted.
What? That was random.
1-3.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
It's just so beautiful. So beautiful.
Bobbit said, sorry, I thought you had more glider tickets when I suggested you bring Nabbit Glider to 8.
You're saying I don't have enough glider tickets? 82, 83 tickets isn't enough tickets for you? Them's fighting words. How many glider tickets do you have? Whoever said that. Oh, it was Bobcat.
I have 54. Oh, it was Bobcat. Bobcat! Whoever said that. Oh, Bobcat.
I didn't start off saying Bobcat. I'm just going to take it to 7, though, because it doesn't really make much sense. See, here's the thing, is that I want to make the investments so that when I use it in the future, I'll still get, like, good value out of it. But starting with it now, like, I don't want to have to, like, keep on leveling it up, like, throughout. If I'm going to level it up because I'm going to be using it several times throughout ranked, then let's go ahead and level it to that level.
Uh-huh.
But for this tour, so, you know, if I was, like, right on the precipice, like, if I were in your ranked, where, like, 129 or whatever was, like, first place, completely different story. But since 158 against this top 10 player.
But it's not a different story, because I already have a level 7 on one, and it's like, it only helped me on 1.
The thing is, though, is I'm investing a whole bunch of tickets just to get to 2nd.
It's true.
But it's either 2nd or 12th.
It's right.
So it's like, hey.
Uh-huh. Bobcat was being sarcastic with you.
Oh.
Sometimes sarcasm's hard to read, but...
That's why I need you. I needed you to filter that through for me.
I've been filtering so many other things through for you, though. I just dropped the ball on one. I'm sorry.
That's why, like, when we go out in the wild and have, like, social interactions, I don't usually go by myself. I need to have you there so that if you see that I'm interpreting something or have interpreted something wrong, you can help me kind of get back on track. Unlike the magic show that we went to, in Park City where he called me up and I was all by myself, and guess what happened? I screwed up big time because I misinterpreted horribly wrong the instructions. I needed you there to be like, oh wait, no, something's going very wrong from the get-go, Frenzy Fanboy. Let's fix this now instead of having it unroll into the catastrophe that it ended up being.
It was really funny. I wasn't privy to what Frenzy Fanboy's brain was doing until the very end, and I was like, oh, that's what he's thinking.
So embarrassing.
But then I wasn't going to call you out. So then afterwards we were walking away, and Frenzy Fanboy's like, I don't get what happened. I was like, what did you do? Like, what was your brain thinking? And then he told me what he was thinking. I was like, oh yeah, that's not it.
So then we go back and we just have to now talk about the whole thing. Because it doesn't make sense for me saying, oh yeah, and we went back to the magician afterwards. And I was like, something went wrong with your trick, dude. I'm sorry for messing it up.
The thing that went wrong was Frenzy Fanboy's brain.
I prove that you definitely aren't magic. Because you couldn't guess the complete random thing that I had stuck in my head. I thought he was really magic.
Okay.
And if he was really magic, he would be able to guess the thing that I had in my head.
I thought you were just trying to be a punk, because you also lied about your name when he was like...
I did, because I froze. I didn't know what to do. I was in a public situation, and I didn't know what to do.
What's your name? He was like, Kevin.
Kevin.
Like...
Yeah, my name's not Kevin. It's Frenzy Fanboy.
So immediately, like, right then, you just have to know that, like, anything that you say, I'm not, like, you gave him permission not to filter out, because you started it off with, like, this weird...
Oh, I'm just saying, I'm not good in social places, in social atmospheres.
You're better than you think
myself.
you are.
No way. I misinterpret stuff all the time. That if somebody was there to be like, oh wait, no. That's not it. That's not what he said. That's not how it happened.
I do it a lot.
Okay, so the magic trick. He had called up. It wasn't a big magic show. It
was just a little tiny, like...
It was like...
tiny hotel one.
It was in a hotel.
It was like at our timeshare type resort type thing for all the people who were at the resort.
We found out about it like an hour before the show was actually going to happen because they had like a little sign saying, hey, in this room there's going to be a magic show. And we're like, we're actually not doing anything tonight. This would be great. 54. So we come down, and this guy's kind of a local guy, and, like, props to him, he
drove 4 hours for it.
Yeah, he did drive a little bit. He drove a little bit for it.
It's not, like, local, but...
I mean, he didn't fly in.
It's true.
I mean, it's not like we're talking about, like, David Copperfield.
It's not like Penn and Teller.
It's not like I screwed up David Copperfield's...
No, not at all.
...act or anything, right?
Correct.
Of course, David Copperfield would have been able to guess.
Because David Copperfield
is
real magic.
I've seen him on TV so many times. I know he's real magic. Okay, so, like, props to this magician guy, because he'd been, like, an insurance sales or car salesman guy for, like, who knows how long, had, like, 8 kids, and, like, made the jump a couple years ago. He's like, I don't like selling insurance. I really love magic. I'm just going to do magic, and we're just going to make ends meet. So, props to him for, like, following his dream. So, he's doing this act where... Oh, yeah. So, he called up all of the like, adult males, which was 4 of us, in the entire crowd. Because there were, like, 4 families, maybe?
It's a lot of details, but yes.
I mean, I got a lot to play for rank.
Okay, keep going then.
We gotta...
Keep going.
So,
Mr. J, the coin limit break is...
600.
Are you talking about his app, or are you talking about what it is? This is Mr. J. I feel like he knows. If you don't have Gold Pass, it's 300. If you do have a Gold Pass, it's 600. But the app that he uses is like an old school app that's no longer really available.
Yeah, it's like an old school like tracker app that is like way outdated. It was before level 6 came, and I've just used it every day, and I like how it works better than my calculator. So I use it. Anyway, so the guy's act is one of the things was he had called up, so like the 4 guys, and he had like a flip book of like different U.S. cities.
Just world cities, not U.S. They were all over the world.
The only ones that were used were U.S. cities.
Okay.
I hope that it was world cities. Because I felt really stupid for not picking.
There were some world
So
cities,
anyway,
yeah.
it was like this long, thin kind of like flip book thing. And he came to me first. Bad idea. Because he's talking fast. He's a magician. He's, kind of trying to like get people off their game, whatever. He says, go ahead and flip through the book. And on the top of the card is going to be a city. And like just remember that city or something. Well, I don't know what my brain heard. It did not hear any of that. It did hear look at the top card. And so I'm flipping through it, and as I'm flipping, to me in my brain, top meant like I'm looking at, there's a top and a bottom. There's like 2 cards. There's one that's up above higher than the other card. The one that's up above higher is the bottom.
Just the back of the
card that's like next to my thumb. And then the one that I'm looking at that's on the bottom of those 2 sides is actually the top of that next card that has...
His brain's so logical.
that has a city on it. So he's like, just go ahead and like flip to wherever. And so I flip to wherever and I'm looking at the top and it's blank. There's no city there at all.
The bottom there's a city, but the top.
I didn't see it though, because he said, look at the top. And so as I'm looking at the top, it's the bottom of the top card and there's nothing on it.
Yeah. So the magician
and so
says...
what do I do? I'm like, fine, I'll just make up a city. Maybe that's the way that it's supposed to work. I don't know what my brain was thinking. It was totally derailed.
Instead of thinking like, wait, hold on, I misunderstood what he said because there's nothing here, his brain was like, oh, I should look somewhere else.
I looked at you and I was like, there wasn't anything there.
I don't know what's going on. I'm just in the crowd. He just looks at me, he's like, okay. I'm like, cool, you got one. And his brain, he totally just makes up a city.
I just make up a city. Because, so here's the thing, is as he was talking to the other gentleman, I was kind of flipping out because I was like, oh my gosh, like, I didn't see anything. And so I hear, like, the other things that he's saying, and he's like, I think he was saying, like, maybe it's a place that you've really liked. Maybe it's a place that you've been to. Maybe it's a place that you'll return to. And I was like, oh, yeah, I could pick a place that I've been to that I really liked and that I would like to return to.
Yeah.
Because then he was asking people afterwards, after everyone had already looked at theirs, he was asking real weird questions. He asked me, he's like, if you had the option between, like being ravaged by bears in the wilderness or like raising Taylor Swift's kids, what would you choose? I was like, what? Of course being ravaged by a bear. Like, how is that even a question? Like, and then my brain starts going like, what is he trying to glean from this? Like, this is real magic stuff. If he's able to like figure out stuff about my personality by asking me those 2 questions. So my brain is going like every which way. And then he asks the other people like, so the city that you chose,
Yeah.
I thought I heard him say, would you go back there? And one guy's like, no. And then he's like, oh, okay, so you wouldn't go back there. And he asked him like a couple other questions. And you go on to the next guy. He's like, is this a place that you've been to? And the guy's like, yeah.
I should keep playing though.
Oh my gosh. And so like, I'm just trying to piece together stuff and like still thinking, holy crap, like I didn't see anything on these cards. I'm just going to guess Zermatt, Switzerland. Because does. I love that place.
We've been there.
It's
We want to go
gorgeous.
back.
I'd love to go back. I'm like, if this guy can guess that I want to go to Zermatt, Switzerland, I'm going to tip him, like, big time. So then, like, he goes through his act some more, and, I mean, obviously he's not magic. There was something that, like... There was something in the act that he was able to tell or decipher what cities. There were probably only 4 cities, like, in the cards that, like, just repeated or whatever. I don't know. He had some way of being able to figure it out. But Zermatt, Switzerland was not on there. And so he's doing, like, order of operations, like, trying to, like, whittle down... like, information. Oh, man, you've got to be kidding me. No, stop. Oh, my gosh. Hold on a sec. No. I don't like... Has anybody else... Oh, my gosh. Has anybody else noticed how, like, horrible frenzy mode is lately in steering? Mm-hmm. Like, I have been derailed so many more times, like...
It's just when you're flying in underwater. There's a lot of flying in underwater.
No, I've had so many runs just, like, completely ruined... Because, like, I'm obviously turning left, and then as I'm tapping with my left hand, it all of a sudden thinks, oh no, you want to turn right, and then it turns me right. I hate it. Anyway, neither here nor there. Where was I? In the act. So he's, like, doing process of elimination and figuring out, like, what cities were picked... whatever, and so he, like, names off 3 cities. He's like, if any one of your cities is called, I need you to sit down. And so he names off the 3 of the cities, and then there were, like, 2 people standing up, and he's like, there's only supposed to be 1 person standing up right now, and I was like, I don't know. You didn't guess the city that I had imagined in my head, so I'm gonna still stand up here. And he's like, sit down.
It's like, Kevin, sit down.
Yeah. And so
his name's not Kevin.
Then he, like, keeps on going through his magic act, and, like, from the very beginning of the entire show, he has this, like, envelope with this piece of paper, like, folded up in it, and the envelope was there the whole entire act. He didn't touch it the whole entire time.
Okay.
And until at the very, very end, where on this piece of paper, it was like this letter written, and like throughout the night, there were certain things that were said and certain things that weren't said that all of a sudden were showing up on this piece of paper that supposedly was in this like concealed envelope the whole entire time. And so fortunately, the guy who had like a legit city, like thank goodness that it wasn't my city. The guy that actually understood what was going on had a legit city that he was supposed to be like the one standing up at the end because the magician couldn't guess it. That city was written on this piece of paper. And so, like, the magician asks the one guy, he's like, so was this your city? And the guy's like, yeah, like, that's crazy. And then the magician looks at me, and he's like, well, what was your city? And I was like, Zermatt, Switzerland? He's like, Zermatt, Switzerland? I don't even know how to spell that. Because he's like, there's no way that that was on any of the cards that I gave you at the beginning when I gave you instructions on what to do with those cards.
But your brain still didn't register that, because it wasn't...
Brain still didn't register it. And I was like, what's going on? And so, at the end of everything, Frenzy Fangirl and I are, like, walking back towards our hotel room.
And I was like...
And I'm like, I don't know what happened.
I was like, what happened? What did you do, Frenzy Fanboy?
I was like, how did I mess that up? And she's like, well, what was the city on the card? I was like, that's the thing, there wasn't a city. So then we're like, okay, let's go back.
I was like, there had to have been a city.
And so we go back, and then he pulls out the thing, and he shows it to me, and sure enough, there's like cities on the tops of the cards, but I wasn't looking right there because my brain in the social situation didn't interpret what was going on correctly.
I support it. So my perspective of the entire thing.
So embarrassing.
I'm sorry that was embarrassing for you. It was so funny though to watch the whole thing happen. Because I'm sitting there. So this is my take on it. It was pretty obvious. What's up, Masa, by the way? Welcome to our channel. Friends of Fanboys playing some stuff. We're talking about a random magic show that we went to at a hotel, like a resort that we were staying at in Park City a couple weeks ago. So this magic guy, like his entire magic show was, I'm not a magician, nor have I ever studied magic, but like you could just tell like what his entire philosophy was through it. And it was like this idea of like, he was trying to get you to choose the thing that he wanted you to choose. So like one of the things that like when I was there, he was like,
oh yeah, because he had you participate in
yeah,
one of the acts.
He was like, choose a hand or like choose a side, left or right, but never like specified like my right or his right. And so,
or which one he'd take away,
yeah, or
based on the one that you chose.
Yeah, correct. So like no matter what I said, he could actually choose which hand he took away. And then he was like, even or odd? And I was like, even. And so like he was counting, but he could have started like from any direction type thing to get what he wanted to. So the entire thing was like he was coercing the audience to choose what he wanted them to choose. So with Frenzy Fanboy, first of all, Frenzy Fanboy just lies about who he is, first off. And I'm like, oh no, this would be funny. We're going to see where this goes. And so when he's up there asking the questions, like I could totally get like the questions that he, like, Frenzy Fanboy is in his own little world thinking about Zermatt, Switzerland. Meanwhile, the questions that he's asking are, like, really great elimination questions. And I could tell with the first question that he asked you, I was like, oh, Frenzy Fanboy is not doing this right. Like, I don't know what he's doing, but, like, he is not playing along with the game that the magician wants him to play.
And the whole Kevin thing was on purpose, but
yeah.
Everything else, just... unbelievably dumb.
But my thing is, I thought you were just being stubborn, because sometimes you could be stubborn and like, I thought you were just trying
to... just trying to embarrass him.
You're not magic! You couldn't guess about Switzerland! Your magic sucks!
So like, all the questions that he's getting at, like, people are revealing like their very obvious answers, like, oh yeah, San Francisco, and oh yeah, London, like the qualifying questions made it very obvious. And then as soon as he said, well, what was your city? And you said Zermatt, I was like, Frenzy Fanboy just picked his favorite city.
But
sorry, that was really loud.
I could have swore that I heard him later say, like, pick a city that you like. That,
no, he
that
just
you want to go back to.
No, he just asked the person, because process of elimination, right? Like, he had really horrible cities on there, and then he had really cool cities on there. So one of the elimination questions is, oh, would you like to go back to the city? And that person was like, yeah, I'd go back to this city. And Frenzy Fanboy was like, Zermatt. I'd go back to Zermatt.
No, but that question, what he said though, like, prompted me at that point.
I know.
To, like, choose a city. But that was, like, way after my chance or, like, my time with the flip book.
Yeah. Frenzy Fanboy was deciding the entire magic trick. Which city he wanted to choose. Anyways, it was hilarious.
Point of the story. I need Frenzy Fangirl there to help me navigate social situations like this.
This was all brought up because of Bobcat. Bobcat was like...
Bobcat.
Could you not tell my sarcasm?
Yeah. No. No.
Oh, man. Anyways.
Ooh, this is a good run, you guys.
This is a really good run. We gotta get you in first.
Ooh, yeah!
That's
That's one time that a blue shell actually comes in handy.
Yeah, it does. Did you use your ticket?
No, not yet, but...
Oh! Use it! Oh, no!
Come on! Mario! So dumb, man! Story of my life!
That was a really good run.
I love this game. Oh, did I get like 500 more points? Look, 161?
How many
am I
actions?
supposed to get on this? Dag nabbits. Come on, man. 180. Okay.
Oh, you were still really short.
I was still really short.
Real short.
Did a coin break, though? No, good.
You guys, if you're still here, hit that like button. Clowington, are you still here? I think like Bobcat, Clowington, Jeeves took off.
Oh.
Pepper Rabbit, where are you at?
What?
He's not here.
Pepper's here?
No, he didn't say anything. He might be lurking. Masa says, typical day of Mario Kart.
Yeah. Yep.
It's true. My drink is condensating on me. It's like dripping on me. Okay, Frenzy Fanboy. What do you think about this tour?
Well, Frenzy Fangirl, it seems precariously like last year's tour. What's that word? Precariously? You know what I'm saying? What's that word? Conspicuously?
Yeah.
Percuous?
Now you're just making sounds. Now you're.
What's the word, guys?
Shokamui's keeping me on task. He says, does Frenzy Fangirl need to complete her TCP for today? I sure do. I need to do that. I need to do my tokens aplenty.
Oh, you should play some multiplayer too.
Hey, you got a coin frenzy.
People love playing multiplayer with you.
I'll play multiplayer with people. Who wants to play multiplayer with me? Pull us in the chat if you want to play some multiplayer. Pepper Rabbit, you're going to miss out.
I think I laid down this bananas.
Precariously?
Precariously?
Shokamui says. I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing, so I didn't start off right.
Yeah. It's oddly similar to last year's tour about this time, so I need to say.
Is it?
Yep.
What? Why is that?
I don't know. It just feels the same.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
Eat my bombs.
Okay, so 43 coins left. 43. Let's do a glider challenge a couple times, because I think it's about 20 or so that you can get off of that one.
Okay.
And it's fast.
The delay on this phone is really silly sauce.
Really silly sauce.
When it's hooked up to the computer. Wait, why did that throw it ahead? Oh, there is someone ahead of me, that's why. Can I hit them with the fire? Nope. I got first at the very end. Yay! 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 Don't worry, it's just my challenge pipe. My today's challenge. How is everybody else? I only got 1+ from Cha Cha Chubs. Nobody cares.
Nobody does care.
No, but
What did you ask?
if they want to play multiplayer.
Multiplayer? Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this isn't the multiplayer crowd. This is the more of the... What random stories can we get out of Frenzy Fanboy and Frenzy Fangirl tonight?
Shokamui says coincidentally. Was that the word?
No, like precariously. It's like curiously, but promiscuously.
Promiscuously. Bow chicken wow wow.
What's the question? What are we talking about? I don't know. What's the word that starts with a P that means that it's uncannily familiar? Oh wait, no, I don't want to do this right now. Blast. Come on, Frenzy Fanboy. Well,
Hey.
maybe we'll see. I just
Don't
need,
be grumpy at yourself.
I just need more coins.
You're doing great, Frenzy Fanboy. You're holding it together.
If I don't get a coin box frenzy or a coin, forget this. I hate cats.
You do hate cats.
Not as much as you do, though.
I wish I could love cats. No, here's the thing: is I love cats. Our neighbor has 5 or 6.
1,000? 5.
I'm like, I'm allergic to cats to an extent. Like, normally I can go over to my friend's house who have cats and, like, play with their cats and hang out, and it's no big deal. But our neighbor who has a bajillion cats, all who are very, very, like, well-maintained and cute, but it's just a small house for a lot of cats. We went over there and played games with them, and by the end of it, my eyes were itchy. Or they're a little itchy, which makes me sad. Because really, I just want to snuggle with cats and puppies and children.
What?
Yeah. Like, you know, kids related to me, not like other people's children. I snuggle with other people's children. It's true.
What?
Jackie Tack! Jackie Tack always snuggles with me.
He's not really... He's family.
Yeah. Perplexingly?
Perplexingly.
Was that the word? What am I doing?
Possibly.
I do. Sorry. I was gonna try to.
You were just thinking about cats. And that's all it takes.
I was gonna try to mute the microphone before I did that, but then it just came really quick. Yeah. We're good. Another weird thing about me is I get the hiccups when temperatures change. So if I go from warm to cold, immediate hiccups. It's really bizarre. I have some really bizarre cross wires going on in my existence.
And you can't just, like, choke. Like...
Tell me about this. What have I...
Like a lot of people, when they choke, they just, like, choke and then they're good. When you choke, you have to cough, sneeze, burp, and flatulate. Like, everything is a short circuit when you choke. It's true.
Yeah.
There's no denying it.
I don't even know what to say, but we went there. I do short circuit. It's true. Anywho.
Did anyone see me back spam that trick or treat pumpkin right there?
Did
like
you?
That? You like them skills?
I didn't see it, but
Yeah, everyone's in awe. I think I'm awesome now.
I think you're awesome. I've always thought you're awesome, though.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean? I married you 13 years ago.
I know. You're just a little biased.
Anytime... Yeah, okay, whatever. Do you guys... Those who are married, do you guys have this with your spouse where, like, their opinion just doesn't matter because they're biased? I feel like I don't have that towards you, but you definitely have that theory towards me. You're like, but you're my wife. You have to say that.
It's true.
Did you guys see me just back spam that person with my green shell? I love when you clip someone, you know?
That wasn't too bad of a coin box frenzy.
Shokamui's just owning the chat right now. I'm not even reading everything, but he's just giving you tons of word options.
I like it.
Man, this delay really kills me. I'm not fun to watch streaming. It's like right now I'm going, like, I initiate the drift right now, but then you guys see it, like, a second later. It's frustrating. Okay, Shokamui. Perplexingly. Preposterously. Peculiarly.
Yeah!
That's the
that
one.
one. Peculiarly. How do you say it? Peculiarly? 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 Peculiarly?
Keep trying. I want to embrace this moment.
Peculiarly
enough, this tour is similar to last year's tour this time. I got 153 actions.
Yeah, Frenzy Fanboy spilled my beans. Spilled the beans. Sugar Bean spilled the beans. Gegshi, where are you? There you are.
So this one, I still feel 40, 48, right? Still should be getting, oh wait, no. Whew. Okay, so we didn't take him to 8, so we took him to 7. Okay, so we took him to 7-3. So I'm only 5,000 down. Let's go ahead and play some other courses and see where I land. And if we're in second, then we'll call it good for the stream.
Okay.
And then maybe I'll come back to some of these like tomorrow when we're playing around or something.
I'm good with that.
So 153, and I had a coin box and banana frenzy with I think one normal box. I want to say. Let's call that good.
Oh man.
All right. Oh, but wait here. Oh yeah, no, 155.
That's how you miss those coins.
Do this.
Watch my lines for all the tips. Oh no. See, that's the thing is like I try to go down while I stream on this and it just takes me other directions. I don't know what's going on. I don't know which way is up. Where did all those red tokens go? Do the red tokens fall through the ground there?
So I guess the maintenance didn't fix coins.
Yeah, what
like,
actually
falling through like solid ground.
That's exactly what just happened to me. Was that happening for you?
I mean, it's happened for the past four years.
Yeah, right there in that spot that I was just in.
I don't know what you're playing.
Maple Tree Way.
I mean, yeah. So it's pretty much like every track that it happens on. So sure. Sure, Frenzy Fangirl, that one.
Cool. When Gegchi gets really big, my love for him grows. Anywho. I was watching... Okay, hold on. Dies again of laughter. I don't even know. We are excited to announce... Doughboy!
Hey,
Wait!
what?
Wait, what? Hold on.
Huh?
Hi, Doughboy. I miss you. What you said didn't make sense, so now I'm going to read it again. We're excited to announce our VIP meetup. Oh! Wait, are you coming to St. George?
Are they coming down on December 7th and 8th?
Doughboy, are you coming down? December 7th and 8th.
It's got to be the 7th.
What's the 8th?
Falcon Park, whatever.
What?
December 8th. What's December 13th? When do we get there?
Oh!
Mount Falcon Park? Falcon Bird Park?
Eagle Crest.
Eagle Crest. What have I been saying for the past 3 minutes? Same thing!
Falcon Park? I'm like, what are you talking about? Doughboy, we go out of town on December 8th, so please come down on the 7th and hang out with us. Pretty, please. We have a guest room. Yes! Where are you guys hanging out? And why are you guys coming down? I'm so thrilled. I miss your faces so much. Doughboy, I miss your wife, Amy. I was literally just thinking about her the other day. I should have texted her and told her I was thinking about her, but I miss her. I'm so happy you guys are coming down. Are you going to hang out with us on the 7th, I hope? And what are you guys doing down here?
I will take that day off.
What day is that?
Thursday.
Mm-hmm. Cha-Cha Chubb says, sip your fresca beans. Sip your fresca. Right, show community, I'm glad you're with me. Falcon Park? Do you guys understand? It was Eagle Crest. But I'm the one who gets in trouble for not understanding what he was saying.
Yep.
Yes, we are doing a sibling reunion. So growing up, I grew up in Vancouver, Washington, which is just right by Portland, Oregon. And growing up as a family, we'd always go to this place called Eagle Crest. And so we were trying to get I was trying to get my siblings to hang out with me around the holidays. So we're doing a week at Eagle Crest, and we got 2 townhomes there. All just my older brother and my younger sister and their families are coming, and we're gonna do like a whole themed week. We're gonna do Thanksgiving one night. We're gonna do my dad's birthday one night. We're gonna do Christmas and Christmas morning. Hey, Amy just texted me. Your name just popped up on the screen, Amy.
They're coming down just to see us? I find that hard to believe.
What? We will fill your whole house. That's okay. We have a guest bedroom.
But
we
just
have
one.
A love sectional bedroom. It's a movie room. Kids can sleep on the couches. We got plenty of couches. I mean, there's at least 5 people can fit in our bed. We'll put all the kids in the king size bed.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Doughboy.
Oh boy, doughboy.
Oh boy, doughboy.
This will be fun. I'm excited to see you guys. But yeah, we do just have one guest bedroom, but we can make it work. We can make it work. Is Mom coming down with you? I like your mom so much. Or wait, no, she's like on a mission right now, right? I think you already told me that. We do have a friend coming down from Salt Lake area this weekend. We're going to go to the Andy Grammer concert at Tuacahn Theater. That's going to be fun. Mm-hmm. This is you guys know Andy Dollar. Andy Dollar is coming down to hang out with us this weekend. Doughboy says I call it FF Boy's bed.
With FF Boy, of course.
I'm okay with it. It is what it is. And his slippers. Which ones? You want those slippers right there next to Bowser? The piranha plant slippers? You can use his toothbrush too. He'll share it with you. Frenzy Fanboy's not scared of germs.
Okay. We're going to have to take the rest of this conversation offline.
Okay, but for real, text me when you guys are coming down and why you guys are coming down and all the things, and we will hang out. Falcon Park. I was confused. I was all of a sudden thinking about Atlanta Falcons. My brain was in a million different places. How's it going for you over there?
Well, just grinding. I'm getting coin box frenzies while gliding in the air.
Okay, who wants to play multiplayer? Should I do like a 3-game multiplayer? How long are you going to be playing for?
Yeah, until we ran out of things to talk about, I guess. What in the world? How did that even happen? Such trash, man. Mm-hmm. Such trash.
Yeah. Who's the big spoon? Frenzy Fanboy would have to be the big spoon on Doughboy, because Frenzy Fanboy is 6'3", and Doughboy is not. I don't know how tall Doughboy is, but he's definitely shorter than Frenzy Fanboy. Hey, Doughboy knows what you call them. Slip-slippies. Oh. Frenzy Fanboy calls his slippers slip-slippies. I can't believe you remembered that.
Brings a tear of joy to my eyeball.
Okay, I'm going to play one more Yoshi Cup, and then plus in the chat if you guys do want to play multiplayer. If it's just me and Cha Cha Chubs, I'm still going to do it, but I hope we can get at least like 3-4 more people. That would be ideal.
How about we pull some pipes?
That would be good.
Should we pull some pipes after your multiplayer? Because I still need some...
You should pull some pipes now while I'm playing. Oh, but you mean after my multiplayer?
Yeah.
Okay. No, you should pull some pipes now.
Okay, I'm going to pull some multiplayer pipes.
Guys, I miss pipe pulling parties.
Just get them out of the way.
We were just talking about that the other day. Frenzy Fanboy is like, I need...
Not even a gold pipe. Okay,
tell everybody your problem that you have right now. Your predicament you're in. Frenzy Fanboy needs to figure out what he's going to collect next. We were just having this conversation where Frenzy Fanboy, describe it to people. Maybe other people have some really good ideas for you.
So, I find that throughout life, when I was but a wee lad,
and when he was his current self,
and much later in life, I found particular joy in gambling, but not gambling. Like safe gambling.
Safe gambling. It's not even gambling.
So, like, growing up, I really, really liked basketball sports cards, like trading cards. I had friends that we would go to the sports card shop whenever we got, like, our allowance, and we would buy the packs of cards, and we had, like, our Beckett, which was the magazine that you could, like, look up what the value of all the cards was. Ooh, I just got a gold pipe. First one all night.
Would you like to tap the egg?
Sure. Why not? It can't hurt. So, the thing that I really enjoyed was... okay, now we're going to do some token pipes. Okay, so... I had a friend. Oh, and look at this. Look who showed up in my daily spotlight today.
Chubbs? Chuckles? I don't know why I said
Cha
Chubbs.
Cha Chubbs did not show up in my daily spotlight. Charging check gold, though. Says I have so many rubies, should I just buy them 3 times?
At least once.
450 rubies?
I don't know. You and I value rubies differently.
Yeah, we do.
I want to do a bonus challenge. What did I click?
All right, so I went over to my friend's house for a sleepover, and he introduced me to basketball cards. And that night, we went to King Soopers, and I had a couple bucks, and I ended up buying some cards.
Which is the Western version of Kroger.
Mm-hmm. And I remember in that first pack of cards, I got like a Shaquille, it was an upper deck pack, and I got like a Shaquille O'Neal, and like some fun little insert card that was like kind of rare, but like I had some cards that my friend wanted, and he's like, hey, like we can trade. And I was like, sure. So I ended up trading him for this one insert card that was a Rookie of the Year.
Do you guys see my multiplayer room code? Everybody join 0898-8186 0898-8186.
So this Rookie of the Year card was a Chris Webber Rookie of the Year like insert card. And
is that a new thing? I'm sorry, guys. You can invite friends now to play multiplayer with you? Has that always been a thing?
Oh, is that what the update was for?
Pepper Rabbit, where are you at? See if Stud fits up. Start with that. Invite sent. I don't know. Is that a thing now?
Yeah.
You guys heard it here first.
Heard it here first. Come to the Frenzy Fans channel for all the breaking Mario Kart Tour news.
Hey, all of our friends are on here. What's up, Mortal Horsefang?
Ooh, okay, yeah. So Immortal Horsefang says that pins are fun to collect. Lots of fun trading events stuff too.
Very I have a pin collection.
Y'all want to trade pins?
Y'all want to trade pins?
Okay, so this is my story. So I traded him for this Chris Webber rookie card, Rookie of the Year insert card. And I had no clue who Chris Webber was. I didn't know what a Rookie of the Year was. Like, I wasn't really even into sports at that time. Because, like, my parents weren't into sports. And so, like, this was all just kind of, like, new and amazing. And so all of a sudden I had just this fascination with Chris Webber. And I was like, man, this guy's, like, the best guy in the NBA. He got Rookie of the Year. He's making all these records, and he's like a big man, but with little man hands.
Frenzy Fanboy's parents did not watch sports, so this is like your like first intro to what this means.
Yeah.
A big man with little man hands.
Meaning he was like a power forward center in the NBA, but could pass like with the best of the point guards and shooting guards. Like this was the era in the NBA where like triple doubles weren't a thing, and
we have one more spot, guys, in multiplayer.
Chris Webber, kind of was like one of the pioneers in like the 90s and 2000s to get like triple doubles kind of back on the map. At least according to Frenzy Fanboy.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you guys are not in, you can join in next race.
Okay. So, all of this backstory to tell you guys... Oh, good. That, Okay. So now I can get my glider ticket. Woohoo. Okay. So... Shortly thereafter, I started like collecting more and more basketball cards so I could trade more and more with my friends. And it was like during the off season, so it was right after Chris Webber's like rookie season, but they still had like the packs of cards with Chris Webber's rookie card. And I was really, really wanting just a rookie, like a Chris Webber rookie card from like any type of pack. And so I had saved up like, I don't know, $5-10 or something after like a couple weeks allowance, and I was like begging my mom to take me to the card shop. So I went to the card shop down the road, and I don't know why, but for some reason, like I was just feeling it that day. Like my heart was racing. Like I got in the store and I was like, something big's gonna happen. Like I'm gonna get like a big card. And so I bought a pack of like
Sorry, I'm just making sound effects over here. Keep going.
Ooh.
I'm just gonna turn off these auto items. Boo 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 boo.
Okay, so I had bought like this pack of Fleer cards.
Okay.
And for some reason I was like superstitious, and they had like the box of cards out on the cabinet or like the table that like stores all of their like single cards that you can buy. And for some reason I was like upper left hand like square, so there are 4 like stacks of packs of cards.
Okay.
So it's like the upper left hand stack, very bottom one.
Okay.
I picked that pack.
Okay.
I bought it, opened it, got like another Shaquille O'Neal. I think I got like a Michael Jordan insert card, and I got like a couple other like just crazy like luck cards. Like I spent probably like $1.25 on the pack, but probably got like $10 or $15 worth of cards in the pack. And I was like,
that was a gold pipe.
oh my gosh.
Gold pipe hat.
Gold pipe hype, yeah.
You didn't even know the term for it back then.
So I was feeling it, and I'm going to be right back.
Okay, see you later.
I'll be right back.
While he goes and does whatever he's going to go do, which is probably share this gloriousness with us. Who remembers Pogs? Or is that like another generation gap between Frenzy Fanboy and I? I loved collecting Pogs. It was so fun. And it was so fun to win all your friends' Pogs when you totally crushed them at the game. Do you guys remember Pogs? Especially if you're playing multiplayer. Just, forfeit the game and let me know if you've ever played Pogs. I want that one right there. Yeah. Boo, 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 boo. Oh, man.
Okay.
Did you get what you needed to get?
Yeah, I got it.
Question for you before you show us. Did you ever play Pogs growing up?
Pogs was a thing. I tried to get into it a little bit, but
okay.
It didn't really like catch the fire that it did with like some of my friends, and I was like, that's okay.
I loved Pogs.
Yeah, Pogs are pretty fun. Like the breaker ones that would be like, they'd have different weights and
and getting the slammers. Is that what you mean by?
Oh, maybe that's what they were called.
They're called slammers.
Okay.
Slam things.
Okay, so anyway, my heart's racing like crazy because I was like, oh my gosh, I just got like this really good pack of cards. And I'm just feeling it. And so I'm like, I'm going to spend money on like an expensive pack of cards because like I should have bought a lottery ticket, but I was like 11. Like that's how much I was feeling it. And so There's this one type of card. It was called like Top Stadium Club. So like Tops, they have like kind of different tiers or like levels of their cards, and like their normal one is just called Tops, but then like their kind of elite cards were called Top Stadium Club at the time. Oh no, sorry. Topps Finest was actually like the super expensive one, but that was like you got 3 cards for like $20. Those ones are like crazy expensive.
Yeah.
Top Stadium Club was kind of like the mid tier. It was like $2 or $3 a pack for like 12 cards or something like that. And so I asked the guy whose like shop it was. I was like, "Hey, can I get a Top Stadium Club pack?" And he's like, "Sure." But it was underneath like the cabinet, so he had picked the pack for me, and I was like, "Oh, actually, I'm really kind of. Is it okay if I pick my own pack?" And the guy's like, "Sure, yeah, whatever."
You weirdo, yes.
So
sure.
no, it's kind of a thing. Like people have superstitions.
Oh, for sure.
And so he's like, "Sure." So he pulls out the box of cards, and I go to that upper left-hand corner, very bottom pack again, and I give him like my $2.50 or $3 or whatever, and I open up the pack, and like my hands are shaking, like I knew something big was about to happen.
Frenzy Fanboy gets worked up.
It's like my sixth sense.
That was rude.
And so I'm going through the cards, and I see that towards the bottom part of the cards, there's this...
Not the top, but the bottom.
The bottom of the stack of cards. You're still playing.
Oh! I thought that was the first lap. Or sorry, I thought that was the second lap. Sorry, guys. I'll catch up.
My story was just so enthralling, wasn't it?
I thought we were done with the race.
Okay. And so as I'm going through the cards, like one of the bottom cards, I can see that there's this little stamp on it that has the year like 93. And I knew that meant that it was like a rookie card. Mm-hmm. And then I see the bottom of it, and I see like the name Weber, and I'm like, "Oh my gosh!"
You're like, no freaking way!
I got a Chris Webber rookie card. Chris Webber rookie card. And I pull off all of the cards to see the card in its entirety. And the card has this like holographic stamp in the upper left-hand corner that says first day issue. So what had happened was the very first day that Top Stadium had printed all their cards, they put a stamp on the cards that they printed that first day, and then they kept them and like randomly inserted them throughout like their entire run. And so here's the card right here. I think there are only 1,000. They only printed 1,000 cards in the set that have this first day issue. Yeah. So
pull it back so they can see the whole thing.
Yeah. Okay. So there's the Chris Webber on the bottom, and then the upper right-hand side is the 93. And then you got that first day issue, kind of like holographic, like little stamp thing. So anyway, there's only 1,000 of these cards like printed ever in the world.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my gosh. And so I asked the sports card guy to see his Beckett, like the little magazine thing that tells you how much cards are worth. $175.
And that is the day, friends, that Frenzy Fanboy became obsessed with this idea that collecting things...
Addicted to gambling without gambling. No, so I was like, oh my gosh. So I run outside. I was like, Mom! She's like taking a nap out in the car.
She was like, a good mom.
A little bit of a reprieve from the Frenzy Fanboy tornado that happens every day. And so I'm like, Mom, I just got a $175 Chris Webber card. You wouldn't believe it. I just spent it was a $2.50 pack, and I got a $175 rookie card. It's Chris Webber. There's only like 1,000 of these. My mom was like, no, that can't be. I'm like, no, you've got to believe me.
She's like, you were just sold snake oil. Or wait, what's the word?
And so she's like, how do you know? I was like, there's this magazine that tells you the price of all the cards. So I went back in and I bought the magazine, and I came back out and I showed her, She's like, no, you're looking at it wrong. It's only like worth $5. I was like,
no, Frenzy fanboy, you are not special.
It's like, no, that's like just the normal card.
Mm-hmm.
But when it has this first day issue stamp, they only make 1,000 of these, and it's like a 30-time multiplier or whatever it was. And which means that it was like $175. Mm-hmm. And my mom's like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. And so that day we went back in, and my mom, we ended up buying this plaque so that we could put the Chris Webber card in there, because it was like my most valuable card of like all time. But it was like my first Chris Webber rookie card that I ever pulled from a pack.
Shokamui wants to know, how much is it worth now?
So today, get this. This was back in like 1994. So almost 30 years later, we all know how much inflation is, right? So this card right now, I'm estimating, is worth about $30, maybe $40. See, Chris Webber, his rookie year, had a lot of potential. He had a great career. It was just eclipsed by like Shaquille O'Neal, Kobe Bryant.
Scottie Pippen.
No. Scottie Pippen did not eclipse Chris Webber. Scottie Pippen retired the year before Chris Webber got in the league.
That's right, he did.
Different generation.
Yeah.
So Chris Webber, so Chris Webber is very similar to like a Charles Barkley, or like a Karl Malone.
I love Karl Malone and John Stockton. Those were my peeps.
Really, really good in the NBA. Had really good stats. Was always like the marquee player. Super, super fun to watch, but never was able to really overcome the Shaq era or the Hakeem Olajuwon or the David Robinsons that were prevalent. And then his second or third year, he ended up dislocating his shoulder, and he never really bounced back from it. And still a really good player. I followed him through his whole career pretty much. Funny thing is that his most successful year, I was in Argentina for 2 years, and we weren't really supposed to look at news a whole lot and stuff because we were kind of busy. And so my mom would send me clips. And apparently Chris Webber was with the Sacramento Kings and had a really good surrounding team, teammates. They made it to the Western Conference Finals, Game 7, I think overtime, against the Lakers. And at the buzzard, Robert Horry hit a three-pointer from the top of the key, the top of the three-point line, which the Lakers ended up winning by 1 point.
Crushed your soul. To
get them into the finals. I've heard that game was actually kind of the officiating was a little bit
conspiracy theories, but maybe true.
Precariously.
Shokamui's pricing them out for you right now.
Hey, so there are 3 on eBay. One's $40, one's $60, and one's $170. Okay, so here's the thing. We can put together
a good marketing campaign and have it go for $250.
If I sign it, somebody in the Mario Kart Tour community will buy it for $200. Jeeves, where are you at? Kanye. No, okay, so all this to say is I absolutely love sports cards because it was so fun buying packs or boxes of cards because there was always the potential to get something super, super rare and just have that thrill of just opening up this random pack that only has 12 cards in it, but you get a card that there's only 1,000 in the world or less that makes it worth just a bunch.
And as an adult, I think the only thing that's giving you that type of thrill is Mario
Kart Tour with gold pipes.
Yeah.
So the thing with gold pipes though that I do appreciate, that I wish that they didn't get rid of it, was because yes, it was kind of gambling, but it was really just gambling within the game. We always tried to get the most valuable things, or the things that we wanted early in the pipe, so that we could have more rubies to be able to spend in future tours for maybe something else that would come up, right?
And we're speaking for ourselves, meaning that we never went into a pipe without being totally okay with the outcome, meaning either we would completely drain it all and knew that that's what we were going to do, or be okay saying, I'm only going
30
in.
Yeah.
My lid's stuck on this. Oh, man, we got a problem. Oh, I got it. You just had to twist it.
Yeah, so the thing is like, except for 2 pipes, there might have been a couple other ones, but 2 very notable ones. If you had 450 rubies, you were guaranteed to get the thing that you wanted. Or needed for your account, right?
Totally.
Right? It's not like blackjack. It's not like with blackjack, like, every 20 hands, like, you win $4,000.
Yeah.
Like, it's not guaranteed. Like, Mario Kart was guaranteed in a way.
I officially gamble, guys. I have a DraftKings account now.
So we have some friends in the neighborhood that are really into the NBA that do...
Yeah.
They've been doing... Last season, they told us about it, and this season they're trying to get us to do it.
They peer pressured us, and guess who fell for it?
So Frenzy Fangirl...
did!
Opening night of the NBA, she's like, sure, I'll go ahead and do some betting.
I'll become a DraftKings queen. Heck yeah. Frenzy fanboy. And all his stubbornness is like, no, I will not. No. So guess what? The 3 of us had a blast. They came over and watched the game, and who was the only one who didn't bet?
I didn't bet.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed it.
You didn't.
I wasn't stressed. I was the only one that wasn't stressed.
I wasn't stressed.
Yes, you were. Oh, please.
But
you
only
were
like...
refreshing your phone. You were like, how is it that you guys are getting so many more points right now? How come I'm losing my points?
But I didn't know what I was doing, and I only lost by a tiny bit. I actually was very proud of my picks. My picks were really good for a first-timer. Yep.
How do you not pick Jokovic, though? If you know that he's playing, and he's going to average a triple-double...
I didn't... When I picked... Guys, it was... Okay, you guys know me in Mario Kart. It was the same strat. It was the same mentality, how I tackled it. I picked my team. I picked my team before I knew the rules. So I didn't know how...
You could have changed it.
Exactly.
After you were explained the rules.
Exactly. So this is how I operated. I operated very much like I do with Mario Kart Tour. I picked my team... And then I was explained the rules, and then I was like, that's so cool, I'm going to change it tomorrow. And then I got busy with work, and I didn't change it tomorrow, and then the first game already started, I was like, aw, man! That's okay. I had Curry on my team. He played like crap.
Yeah. So, anyway, Frenzy Fangirl and I have, like, while we were perusing through stores and kind of talking about things this week... We're like, I just feel like I really like collecting something. And that was another thing about Mario Kart, is it was so fun to be able to collect things and like spend money on the game, like support the game, but not have like boxes and boxes of like stuff, right? Like it was fun to collect things that just legitimately just fit in your pocket, right? Yeah. And like this account is kind of like, it's like my account, like it's got my fingerprints all over. It's very, very Frenzy Fanboy-esque, right? And, you know, it's taken us all over the place. And we've met so many people. And
totally.
Like, it's just been great. So anyway,
it's a blast.
We're trying to figure out, like, what's the next
collection?
Yeah, what's the next chapter? What's something
we
can collect that is fun, but has that element of, like, it's not just like buying art. Like, you go out and you buy a piece of art and then you collect it.
Because here's the other thing. So to that point, like, we collect magnets. Anytime we travel somewhere, we buy a magnet for that location. Yeah. So we have like this massive, because we travel all the time, we have this massive magnet collection. But that's not like the thrill you're talking about.
Yeah, there's this thrill of this kind of like gambling-esque thing where you have the potential of like getting something like really rare or really...
But also we're not really gamblers, so...
Yeah, so that's the thing, is like...
Like...
I don't really get that high, though, off of like playing cards or like betting on sporting events or... Yeah. Like, that's never really...
Nah.
Like,
that's just work and stressful, yeah.
Yeah, it just never really appealed to me. Oh my gosh.
Did you see the multiplayer results and how bad I suck?
No, because remember, you're trying to get last.
Oh, I'm the best. Suck it,
Wait,
guys.
everyone else is trying to get.
No, I was trying to get last. I'm so good at multiplayer. Should I start another game, or are you, like, almost done?
Oh, no. I was just kind of doing this to pass time.
Mm-hmm. It's, like, almost 10 o'clock.
Yep. Yeah, so we can wrap up whenever.
Hey. Thankful, grateful made you happy.
It's the friends we collect along the way.
Oh, who said that?
5 Meal DM Toad.
Yeah, it is, buddy. We're in this together.
But then he talks about MySpace.
Hey, I remember MeSpace.
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 Did he mean MySpace, though?
Welcome to MeSpace. Nope, he meant MeSpace.
What about those eggs with the random toys in them?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but, like, were those really worth anything?
Like Beanie Babies. I collected Beanie Babies.
But again, it takes a lot of space. Like, even sports cards,
Yeah,
like, don't take up a whole lot of space, right?
totally.
Like, my whole entire collection, like, fits in a box.
I collect books.
Fairly big box. Tell me about it.
I like books. I like to read.
So, yeah, just trying to figure out. So, I'm wondering if there's going to be, like, maybe a Mario Kart Tour 2, or... So, the other night, I was actually looking at, like, YouTube videos and downloaded a couple of, like, Ninja Turtle games where there's kind of a gotcha element to it, but the whole entire gameplay was, like, the turn, like, player turn, like, fighting. Like, there's really no skill in it. You just, like, click on the bad guy that you want to attack.
Yeah.
And then, like, pick a weapon that you want to attack with. And then it does it. And so I guess, like, if you just pick, like, the really bad, like, combinations of weapons to... I mean, it's really hard to lose those games. Like, you just kind of do whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, it didn't really... I just uninstalled it after playing it for, like, 5 minutes because I was like, ugh.
Immortal Horsefang collected Beanie Babies.
Stamp collecting, coin collecting. So here's the thing, though, is, yeah, that's one of those things...
Your mom collects coins. She'll inherit those.
I'll get a booster pack, essentially. So that's the thing, is you kind of get what you pay for. Like, you can't really buy... You buy a pack of stamps. They're all exactly the same. And you kind of get, like... what you pay for.
What about Pokemon cards? Shokumui just said Carlos is doing that.
Yeah, so Pokemon cards...
Pat Flynn does that. I like Pat Flynn.
Who's Pat Flynn?
He's big in the marketing world.
Oh. Yeah, I guess. So for some reason, like, the card games... like Magic cards, like, I was thinking, like, maybe I should get into Magic cards, because that's something where you, like, open up the packs, and then the value of the stuff in the packs, like, actually helps you, like, in your gameplay, right? But it's just not really,
I think you should get into Pokemon. Do you remember when we did geocaching?
Yeah.
We got really big into geocaching for a bit. Doughboy wants there to be a TMNT game. That's how we bonded with Doughboy at the very beginning.
Mm-hmm.
He was wearing a TMT t-shirt, and Friends of Fanboy was like, we're gonna be best friends!
We're gonna be best friends for life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I don't know. I feel like if there was some type of, like, Ninja Turtle game that had, like, a gotcha element, but
I
had,
have
like,
an
some
idea.
type of skill
How about
associated with
Mario
it.
Kart Tour doesn't die and starts releasing new items again,
Right? And brings gotcha pipes back.
and then Frenzy Fanboy can just...
Then I can be happy once again. But not until then.
Okay, Thankful Grateful made you happy.
Oh, yeah. Do
You're
you want
up.
to go first, or do you want me to go first? I feel like I have been talking so much.
You're doing great. You're doing great.
Do you want me to go first, or do
You
you want
should
to
go
go
first. I don't know what I'm going to say, so you should go first.
Okay.
Hey, we got a blue Yoshi raid by Lily. I love when there's raids and there's one person. It's my favorite. And I joked about doing that, just like constantly doing Frenzy Fangirl raids, and it's just me.
Over and over and over in Carlos's or Matt's.
Cart lives. It'll be great.
Hey,
Hey, we got 2 blue Yoshi raids.
wait a minute. Oh, I thought maybe this person was someone that we knew as well, but I don't think it is.
And we got Jack the Dark Blue Yoshi. Heck
Jack the Dark Blue Yoshi.
Heck yeah. Well, we were just wrapping up pretty much. I'm grateful for the people that came and rated. 3 people, yes. I'm grateful for all 3 of you.
So mine's multifaceted.
Okay.
It's got some levels to it.
Mine's probably very simple.
So, Anna's of course going to have a long story.
That's why I wanted you to go first.
So, my initial Thankful Grateful Made Me Happy was this past Saturday. I invited you to come along on a jog with me.
I jogged for the first time since I tore my calf 6 months ago.
And you came with me, and it was so much fun.
It was fun.
So we went on the Virgin River Trail, which is just right in front of our neighborhood.
Yep.
And I was starting kind of a new paradigm shift, maybe you could call it, of how I'm wanting to run.
Yeah.
Because the week before, which was the week after coming back from the eclipse.
I love your stories.
The week before last Saturday,
I
had gone out on a run.
Yeah.
And
he almost died.
Almost died.
He didn't really almost die, but
I went out to not very far. I've been further before. Mm-hmm. And didn't slow down or stop or anything. But then on the way back, I had to walk for pretty much half the way back because I was so incredibly winded, long-winded, like every single one of my stories.
No, boy. Did you know what he said?
Frenzy Fanboy with a long story.
What? No.
So I was I thought that something was wrong.
Yeah.
Because I have done this run for
years.
Well,
6 years.
We've lived here for a year. Oh, okay. Yeah.
The distance of the run.
The distance of the run, I had definitely ran further and been able to not stop and feel like I'm dying.
Yeah.
So I came back and took a shower and I was I think something is really, really wrong. I don't know what's going on. So we sat down and we started talking. And Frenzy Fangirl's well, when was the last time, didn't you just donate blood? Mm-hmm. And I was no, that was a long time ago. It was 10 days previous.
It was 10 days ago.
So from the day that I ran to when, going back in time to when I had done a double blood, a double red donation, which...
When Frenzy Fanboy donates blood, he doesn't do the normal one. He does the hardcore one.
I do the one where they actually take double the amount of red blood cells that they do from a normal donor, but they give saline back.
Yeah.
They pump it back into my body to kind of
They take the good stuff and pump them through with some synthetic stuff.
Yeah. But the thing is it's the red blood cells that carry the oxygen to your body through the heart and the lungs. And so what I was feeling was I would just get so out of breath and winded as I was running. My back felt like it had something sitting on it, and my chest was all feeling weird. And
good night, Dark Blue Yoshi Raid. Thanks for stopping by.
No. What have we gotten ourselves into? Anyway, I was just feeling real crappy and having a hard time. Even after the shower, I was just lightheaded. And so we start doing some research. We start Googling it and watching some YouTube videos.
Well, I feel like we've come to this conclusion 3 or 4 times before. Just don't run after you do a donation.
True. But it didn't sink in. So anyway...
There have been times where you're I'm not running this weekend because I just gave blood. So it kind of sank in. Just not...
No, okay, so
really.
So to the point, it's
Yeah.
I would think that after a couple of weeks, I should be back up to normal.
10 days.
10 days isn't enough. Doing research, apparently, people that do long distance running or endurance exercise, they actually did a study where they had like a control group that thought that they had been giving blood every 3 months for like a year, and then an actual group that was really giving blood, and then they would track like all of their runs for an entire year. The people that were in the control group, they actually improved in their like endurance.
The people who were on the placebo.
Yeah, they improved in their endurance, and then the people that were actually giving blood didn't improve in their endurance
and did way worse
at all.
They did, and over a long period of time, the study went on to say over a long period of time, the people who consistently give blood can't ever actually establish like a healthy baseline to build off of. So they just have like zero gains whatsoever in endurance type activities. Yeah. So while Frenzy Fanboy's like, I think I'm dying of cancer. I think I'm gonna die. Really?
Well, I feel like I'm suffocating when I'm out there.
Oh, I know. I went running with you.
I am kind of.
It's really scary, actually.
So what we had done when you went out with me was we would kind of like walk for a little bit, and then I would jog up ahead of you like a quarter mile.
I'd jog a tiny bit because my calf's still wrecked.
And then I would come back and meet you, and then I would walk with you for a bit, and then I would go out again, and then come back, and then walk with you for a bit, and then like the last time. You're like, okay, we actually have to like kind of get back because we were gonna like go to a movie or something.
We're gonna go see a 3.5 hour movie, so we had to get back.
Yeah, so we had to get back. And so I was like, okay, well, I'm just gonna go ahead and go out. And so I decided like I had this goal that I was gonna go out, like to the certain point and then start making my way back. Well, Frenzy Fangirl, she like decided to jog back a little bit, and so I was like, I'm not gonna rest until I meet up with Frenzy Fangirl again, which was like.
Sorry.
Way long time. And so when I finally did get back up with you, I was like, I was like, something's messed up. And so, yeah. So I decided to go for a run today, and this is like the other part of my Thankful Grateful Make Me Happy. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to pay attention at all to like my speed or like my distance. I just want to like keep my heart rate kind of like in this certain area because I feel like
zone 3 to 4-ish.
I feel like once I get it up to 5, my heart is pumping super fast, but the amount of oxygen that's being supplied to my body isn't enough to be able to sustain that type of like activity.
Totally.
So I was like, I'm just gonna go ahead and like once my heart rate gets up to like 150, then I'll just like walk, let it go down to like 125, go back up to 150, and I felt so good. I went out to the soccer park.
Yep.
Like this afternoon after work, which I'd never do.
How far is that? It's
so 2.3 miles out.
Yeah.
So I went 4.6 miles total. But you came out to meet me at the end.
I don't know
and when I met up with you,
I don't know where he is.
We had like just a normal conversation, and like my breathing was.
Hi, there's a fine girl with a big smile on his face.
Yeah, my
last time he was like, and this time he was like,
yeah. So I think I figured out a way to be able to actually enjoy running again, which is just like not pushing myself to the point where like I'm suffocating all the time.
And not running as hard right after blood donation. But also, I've told him he's not allowed to do blood donations for a year.
Yeah, so we're also going to try that too.
Because he's been donating consistently for the past 6 years, and a lot of his problems started 6 years ago.
I've donated the max that I could over the past 6 years.
Yeah.
And it's just gotten worse and worse and worse. Like, I haven't been able to, like, improve, like, my times at all.
Yeah. 5 Meow Damn Toad was like, did you not know you were giving blood? You can see it go out. He just forgets. He forgets.
No, see, I just think that, like, I'm invincible. Like, so I kind of, like, chuckle at people that get, like, woozy or, like, faint after giving blood.
That's me. They always have to give me an ice baby, is what they call it. They always bring me out a giant bag of ice, because I'm like... I bleed fast, though. Like, when we go donate together, I'm done in, like, 3 minutes. And you're, like, a solid, like, 20 minutes.
It's because my heart rate's so low.
I'm just hydrated. That's why I'm just highly hydrated.
So anyway, like, I always, like, just hop right out of the chair. I'll, like, get the free snack. I don't feel like I need the snack. But then, like, I just hop right in my car and just leave.
I donate for the snacks.
I've been around people that, like, get out of the chair and then pass out, like, on concrete. So I've always thought, and, like, whenever, like, they take your hemoglobin beforehand and it has to be above a certain amount, and it's always, like, 20% higher than like the minimum. And they're like, oh yeah, you're great for it. And I'm like, I know, I've got awesome blood. So I think
I'm still the opposite of you. I've passed out twice giving blood.
And so I think like that's like equated to, oh yeah, I should just be able to like go run 5 miles afterwards, like a week or 2 later. But then when we were watching like YouTube videos, they're like, oh no, it takes like what, a month or 2 to be able to like regain. So
it takes
3 months. Like you can't
8 to 12 weeks.
I can't donate any more frequently than every 3 months because of like how slow the body takes to rejuvenate the red blood cells.
Yeah. But it takes 8 to 12 weeks to even get back to kind of normal.
Right.
So by the time that you're almost to kind of normal, you wait like a week and then you donate again.
Right.
So you're never really normal.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
and then he's like, why do I feel like crap? I'm like, well.
So now we're going to try taking the red blood cell donations out of the equation.
Shook movie. Here lies Friends of Fanboy. He loved life, the world, and NKT, but gave too much blood.
Yes. That's going to be on my headstone. I love it.
You take so much pride in it, too. He has the app. He has, like...
I've donated 6 gallons over my life.
I know.
That's 6 gallons of blood that I've helped other people with that I've never met.
It's absolutely admirable.
That makes me feel good inside.
Yeah, and you have magic
Helping
blood.
other people.
Friends of Fanboy has magic blood.
I can stick my blood into anybody else's body and their body won't have adverse reactions to it.
Who wants to try?
Thing. That's another thing that I'm super grateful for. Blood is so complex.
So complex.
So complex that even with all of our technology these days, we still haven't figured out a way to be able to make synthetic blood that the human body doesn't reject.
Our channel is so random.
It's amazing. Like, blood has been flowing through our veins for thousands upon thousands of years, and we still can't figure out a way to be able to, like, synthetically replace that. We've got so many other synthetic things that we can put in our bodies, like hips, arms,
hearts,
plates, hearts, but
lungs.
Still the blood, we haven't figured that out. Not because we're dumb, it's just because blood is that amazing.
Mm-hmm. Friends of Fanboy loves blood.
If anyone knows a movie about how we learned the compatibility of blood, I would love to see that, because I'm not going to read anything. Because
if he did read something...
I'd have to read it 5 times before I actually understood it.
And then he'd come away with a completely different understanding of it. Like, Friends of Fangirl, did you know? I'm like, wait, what?
But yeah, like in the early days, like how many people actually died because they thought that anybody's blood could just go into anybody else's body, and if
so
they
many
didn't,
people.
like sad days.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. True Blood, the FFP origin story. Oh man, that's awesome.
So next collection, a vampire blood bank.
Friends of Fanboy's like, here's my capsule of this blood. Here's my capsule of this blood. This is O negative. It's a gold pipe.
All right, what's your thankful, grateful, made you happy?
Oh, guys, I'm so happy it's cooling down. This is my thankful, grateful, made me happy. I'm so happy that it's getting cooler because we live in the desert. We knew this coming in. Still not as miserable as Georgia, but summers are hot. So I'm so happy it has officially dropped below like 60 degrees. Like this morning, it was like 37 degrees. And last night, it was like 40 degrees and windy and chilly and all that stuff. But during the day, it's like bright blue skies. The sun is beating down on you and it's like 65 degrees and it is perfect. So I am just enjoying being outside any chance I get. I think I walked like 4 miles today just for the heck of it because I was like, let's go. I was like taking client calls while I was walking. Because during the summer, you just can't. Like, it's just too hot during the day to do that. Mm-hmm. But now it's like, it doesn't matter what time of day it is. We're going to go walking. We're going to go enjoy the outside. Mm-hmm. Like last night, we hung out with friends at the park. Everybody was cold. It was cold really last night. But I was loving it.
Well, it was cold we didn't think that we were going to be out for that long.
Correct.
And so we didn't wear proper clothing to be able to be out there for that long. And so after like 45 minutes to 3 hours.
But we're meeting so many new friends now that it's cooling down, and I'm down for it. Mm-hmm. I'm here for it. Mm-hmm. So Doughboy, come visit us. I miss you. Can't wait to see you. I'll respond to your wife, but tell her the 7th is ours.
All right, so are we done?
I'm done.
Good? Did we get everything done?
I did my thing. I mean, my stories are short.
Yeah, your stories are amazing.
I'm just straight. I don't know if they're amazing.
They're amazingly short.
Okay, sugar beans. I'm grateful for you.
Oh, Mama Kinks. Okay. So everyone have a great end of the Halloween tour. Have a super fun Halloween night. Are we going to be... Is anybody going to be joining us for a stream tomorrow night? Or is everyone going to be partying?
We're not going to do
Halloween?
a stream tomorrow night.
We're not?
Is tomorrow night a tour reaction?
It is.
It is.
There's one day left of the entire tour.
Crap.
The Halloween tour that ends on Halloween.
Guys, we're doing a tour reaction tomorrow night.
You thought we had a 3-week tour for the Halloween tour?
I just had a brain fart. That's okay. My brain just blipped out a little bit. I'm back with you.
If people are going to be like doing all of the Halloween party stuff till super late,
like midnight on a work school night.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. I have a feeling that
if we don't do one live tomorrow night,
Chubbs is going to be.
If we don't do one live tomorrow night, we will do one on Wednesday. But we'll probably do one live tomorrow night.
Should I pull on my tour gifts now then? I don't even have all my... I was planning on doing my all clear pipe and tour gifts tomorrow.
Torty Kart is doing a costume stream tomorrow night. Maybe we should let them have the night. That sounds fun.
Okay.
We should let them have the night.
Okay.
We will do a tour reaction type thing sometime on Wednesday when Sammy D and Carlos are not streaming. Or maybe we'll just do it Wednesday night. Do you need to open up the app first thing in the morning to do calculator stuff?
No.
Maybe we'll do it Wednesday night. Play it by ear.
Okay.
I have so much left to do in this tour.
How many points do you have total?
Well, that's going to be embarrassing.
600,000 on the dot.
It means I haven't played at all.
Good job, Frenzy Fangirl. You got this.
Okay. Yep, I got it. Her stories are automatically... Aw, thanks, Shokamui. I didn't read the first part of your thing, but thanks. I appreciate that.
All right. Well, everyone have a great rest of your Halloween Eve. Unless, actually, everyone's probably already in Halloween right now. 15 minutes into Halloween. Have a great Halloween. Stay safe. Stay happy. Thanks for joining us. And until the next episode, may the frenzies be forever in your favor.
See you guys.